Yo, welcome back to Mental Groove. Today we're checking out a Kevin Samuels clip that caught my attention, and I figured why not watch it together and see what comes up. If you're into honest takes and real reactions, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't yet, and let's get into it.
That's just what it comes down to. Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I am well. All right. So how old are you?
36.
36. Okay. What are we talking about today? I'm talking about overestimating values or hoes the housewife. Or did you have a question?
I don't have a question. I was just saying, I know some men that are like, oh, they love escorts, they love strippers, and they go for those type of women. That's weird to me. So no, it's just weird. Why? That's where the confusion comes into play also. It's like
You know men, but what do these men earn and what do they do?
just like regular, like fixing air conditioners and stuff like
Okay.
that.
I'm making the distinction about men who are making over $100,000 a year.
Oh, okay.
So
Now,
that's we're talking about the higher income men.
mm-hmm.
So what are you saying? You see women leave the club and get married?
Yes, to men that yes I have, but I'm not saying I'm not sticking up for them. I'm agreeing with you also. You know.
Well, I will say that, you know, like I said, a lot of women ask, can you go from being a hoe to a housewife? Um, Hoeing is going to be a hard one. Uh, but did they get married or are they just together?
They were just together.
There's a difference. The difference is marriage. See,
But
one of the things about my platform is we can only keep scores in marriages. We can't keep scores in relationships, talking, hooking up, living together. Marriages are is what we can count and is real.
mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
I don't think it's a good path though. So guys will date a woman. Guys will have fun with it, kick it with, but walk
And
down
that's
the
where
aisle with one.
confusion comes into play too sometimes because like men will date women like that, and then you got healthcare professionals like me that are out there, and we're looking at people like this, and I'm just confused sometimes. Like to be honest.
Well, dating means having sex without commitments.
Mm-hmm.
They don't get married, so do you want the outcome just because they're dating them?
No.
All right, they're in it for something different. But do you have any kids?
Yeah, I have 3 teenagers.
How many all by the same father or different fathers?
The oldest, his father died, and then the younger two are by the same man.
Okay. So two. Well, do you want to get married?
At this point, not really.
So what's the issue then? If you don't want to get married,
I mean, it's just after a while of listening to you, and I mean, I was already kind of like thinking that's kind of like the same way you were. At a point, it's like, first off, I'm a little too busy to be, if you're a real mom and you're really doing it for real by yourself, you're too busy for a man. You're too busy to even act like you want to date or include anyone into the equation. It should feel a little awkward in the first place to even just throw a man into the equation, especially when you got kids that are up in age. It's a little weird for
but you're
my kids.
36.
Right.
Okay. How old is your youngest?
15.
Oh, you started early.
Yeah, I did.
So your
So
kids will be gone. Your kids are by before you're 40 years old. Your last kid will be out of high school.
right.
So what's the rest of life going to look like for a 40-year woman?
So
You're going to have your
so
$2.4 million saved up?
so right now I'm just working on my company. It is a
But
baby.
are you going to have your $2.4 million saved by age 65 to retire on?
I don't know. Let's hope.
There's no hope. As a
Let's hope.
single one, no, there's no hope. See, if you don't have a man,
I mean, I'm
and
not
you
saying
no
that
listen,
that's not what I don't want.
listen. I need you to listen.
Mhm.
This is not about hope. This is about family planning, and life. This is adult stuff. If you don't have a man, when you reach 65 in mandatory retirement, you can't work anymore. And you don't have enough money to live on from 65 to 85, you get more expensive as you age. Who's going to pay for you? Social Security won't be there. The government won't be there. Who's going to pay?
I'm not saying that that's not what I want. Right now, I do not want to.
I don't care what, but see, later is too late.
Listen to me. Later?
No, later is too late.
In about 5 years from now, then I can focus on me.
See, that's just, okay.
Because I listen to you.
Why do you, no. Why do you think it works that way? Why do you think you can make these? Why do you think you have that amount of control?
You contradict yourself because you're.
No, I don't know. I just asked you. No, listen. No. I'm talking. No. I asked you, why do you think you can make that decision? And you're telling me I contradict myself. That's not an answer. That's a statement.
So why do I what?
Why do you think you can make? Why do you think you have that much control?
Why wouldn't I? It's my life.
Because you had 3 children. Were you married to either one of the fathers?
No.
Okay.
One died before even, and then the other 2, yeah, they're by the same man. But no, if somebody has issues, you gotta cut it off.
Then why have babies with somebody that got issues? See, marry before you carry.
Sometimes when you're young,
no. See, there's the same shit again right there. I'm young and dumb. See, one of the biggest problems I have, especially with black women, is you keep excusing yourselves. You give yourself the benefit of the doubt, and then because life gets messed up and stressful, you put it off on being too busy and this and that. And at the end of the day, that sounds. I need you to. Okay, I'm gonna either have the conversation. I'm going to have the conversation with you or over you. Not going to talk through me. That's just not going to happen.
Go ahead.
The reality is this. It doesn't matter what you think about it or I think about it. Somebody's going to have to pay for you once you retire. If you don't have a man, if you don't have it saved, either you going to pay for it, your kids going to pay for it, somebody, because the government ain't going to pay for it. Where's it going to come from?
Okay, we'll say the kids, because I invest in them. And I'm
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
I'm building them up.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. That is fucked up. That is fucked up.
You're not going to help your parents?
That is fucked up. It is
you
not.
Don't help your parents?
That is fucked. Listen to me and listen to me well, people. This is part of the problem with the black community. This is fucked up. That our black mothers like this think that their kids owe them something.
Yeah, you do.
No, they don't. No. This is why most of our children are not born out of a loving, respectful relationship. Most of our kids are born out of a fuck. They're born out of sex.
Oh, mine wasn't.
Okay, they're not born in marriage. There's not a plan. But did you? Okay.
For a year.
Okay, so anyway, a whole year. Then you want to say you're young and dumb and this and that. That means no plan. And this is what I was just talking about earlier today on YouTube. Giving yourself the benefit of the doubt.
You can't go from a choice that you made at 17 to 20 to 36 and then go back and be like, oh, well,
you can't. No, you can't.
Did that and you did this.
No, you can't. But you are supposed.
I'm raising my children, and I'm laying in my bed, and I'm raising my children, and when I'm finished, then I can focus on them.
And this is the problem. You think this is the problem. They really think they have this. They really think they have this much control. You can't tell them anything. That's what I'm saying. Man, you think you have that kind of, when they're then, I can just plug this in like this and I'll be young and beautiful. You'll be 41 with 3 kids and you think a man is going to come in and say, I'll marry you. Sure, I'll marry you, and then I'll take on all, and then you can take my
responsibility. What responsibility?
All right. So this is the problem. This is what you just seen right now. Is this why I don't give the young and dumb excuse? Because you don't sound like you've learned anything. Because you said I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Man, You don't have that kind of control. Men decide who get married, not you. Men determine who gets married.
So if I decide I don't want to get married, that's not my control?
No, somebody has to decide to marry you first. You can decide whether you accept the proposal. No. See, that's what I think. They think they have control they don't have. A man has to propose to you first.
You act like we have to get married. Like
I don't give a shit if you get married. I don't give. No, understand something. Understand something. I don't give it. Well, this is the same. This is the same woman who came on complaining about how strippers get relationships and she doesn't. This is why this is the same person.
I don't say that.
I don't give it. Man, I bet you do. You got 3 kids. I bet you do. I do. You got the red hair. Exactly. You look like you'd be fun. But again, don't nobody want to marry you. And at the end of the day, I don't give a shit if you get married or not. I don't give a shit if you. I don't give a shit if you get married. I don't give a. I don't give a shit.
I'm not even in a relationship.
I don't give a shit. Exactly, you're not. I don't give a shit whether you get married. I don't give a shit whether you get married or not. I just hope that the taxpayer don't have to fund you, because if your kid's gonna have to pay for you, or you're gonna be homeless, because you ain't gonna have it together.
Why would they? I mean, I definitely am working and I'm doing it.
It doesn't matter, because you take more because you are too hard-headed. You are too hard-headed.
So she's 36, and she says she knows some men who go for strippers, and based on those men, she thinks she can still walk her past into a marriage. But let's look closer. The men she's referring to, they work in air conditioning. These are not CEOs, not leaders, not high-value earners. These are regular blue-collar men who might throw money in the club, but they're not building legacies with strippers. And now she's 36, trying to use the exceptions, not the rule, to justify why she still deserves a husband after a hot girl past. Let me say it straight. It's very hard to go from hoe to housewife. Not impossible, but very rare. And even rarer if you're 36 and still trying to defend it. You think because some men tolerate that lifestyle, the man you want will too? Let me ask, is he disciplined? Does he have money? Does he want legacy and respect? Because those men don't wife up reformed party girls. They want peace, purity, and permanence, not past trauma, attention-seeking behavior, and public exposure. The club might have paid you, but it also cost you something. Reputation, femininity, and time. Men judge by what they get versus what they risk, and most will see you as a liability, not a life partner. This isn't hate. This is the market speaking. Your history matters, your age matters, and your accountability matters. If you really want marriage now, stop justifying the past with low-quality male behavior. That's like saying, well, crack dealers drive nice cars, and that doesn't make it a smart path. You chose fast money and male attention in your 20s. Now you want serious commitment at 36? You're not disqualified, but you're competing with younger, softer, lower mileage women. You don't fix that by talking. You fix it with humility, transformation, and silent submission, not more rationalizations.